Luzon. Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the integration of industrialization into value chain analysis (VCA) is set to strengthen Albay's economic resilience, as outlined in the 2024 work plan led by the United Nations Development Program (UNDP) SHIELD and the Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office (APSEMO). UNDP SHIELD Component 1 Team Lead Patrick Omar B. Restain emphasized that the initiative aims to transform raw materials into high-value products in alignment with the Philippine Business for Social Progress (PBSP). The official also added that the VCA workshop, scheduled for the second week of October 2024, will be conducted in partnership with PBSP, the Provincial Local Government Unit (PLGU), the Department of Interior and Local Government (DILG), and UNDP. The selected commodity for the VCA will be used to develop a business continuity plan (BCP) to sustain the operations of 5 local businesses. Following the BCP, the product will be developed into an industry covering the entire process from raw material production to processing. The VCA and BCP are crucial components of the 2024 work plan by the UNDP SHIELD team, in collaboration with APSEMO and various stakeholders from government and non-government agencies in Albay. In a related story, Albay Public Safety and Management Office APSEMO head Dr. Cedric Diep emphasized the need of a multi-sectoral approach to enhance the disaster resilience of Albay through bankable proposals. This is in line with the United Nations Development Program UNDP SHIELD activity, which aims to provide technical support to train the multi-stakeholders of Albay to implement a project that will cater to the needs of the Albayanos in connection to disaster preparedness. Matching plan with available budget is not proportionate. Therefore, support from generous organizations is needed, according to Dr. Diep. He added that integrating all the concepts in planning and strategizing a proposal project are crucial to be able to gain links to funding sources. In the national scene, Vice President Sara Duterte announced on Tuesday that the leadership of the Philippine National Police (PNP) had directed the withdrawal of the 75 officers who had been assigned to her protection. On Monday, July 22, the PNP chief gave an order to the 75 members of the PNP Police and Security Group, according to a statement made by Duterte, and declared that her duties as Vice President will not be impacted by the ruling. I do hope, however, that with this latest directive of the chief PNP, we hear less cries from the people regarding the proliferation of drugs in the country, and that even fewer shall fall victim to the various criminal activities, she added. The PNP has not given any statement on the issue as of posting. In other story, by a vote of 22-0-0 on the third and final reading, the Senate has approved Senate Bill 2457, which forbids the use of the mother tongue as a teaching medium for students in kindergarten through 3rd grade and allows for its optional use in monolingual classrooms. The Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, also known as Republic Act 10533, has 2 provisions that the measures amend, and respectively 4 and 5. Under the bill, in accordance with Article 14, Section 7 of the 1987 Constitution, the medium of instruction shall return to Filipino, and unless otherwise allowed by law, English and the regional languages will be used as supplemental teaching languages. A class of students that are enrolled in the same grade level and speak the same mother tongue during a school year is referred to as a monolingual class. The committee report that examined the House version of the bill likewise produced the Senate version, and the approval was applauded by Senator Joel Villanueva. In other news, the Fugitive Search Unit of the Bureau of Immigration detained 40-year-old Lynn Keide on July 20 in a Paz Villa resort at the Puro Point Free Point in San Fernando, La Union, according to a statement from the agency's spokesperson Dana Sandoval on Monday. Lin, a Chinese computer hacker, allegedly worked for an online gaming hub in Porac, Pampanga that was raided by authorities last month, according to Sandoval. Chinese officials claim that Lin is under arrest order issued by the public prosecutor in Anqi County, China, where he was accused of perpetrating fraud. Authorities believe Lin is to blame for the breaching victims' bank accounts located in the U.S., Europe, and the Middle East. And at the time of Lin's arrest in the Opulent Villa, Sandoval said he was by himself. The suspect is being held in the Bureau of Immigration detention facility located in Taguig City's Camp Bagong Diwa, while cases are being filed against him and deportation procedures are underway. And in the news outside the country, following a fatal attack on the port of Hudaida, Yemen's Houthi rebels pledged a huge counter-attack against Israel on Sunday, as the region was engulfed in bloodshed brought on by the Gaza conflict. This week, Israel responded to strikes by militant organizations backed by Iran by bombing the Palestinian area, Lebanon, and Yemen quickly after one another. While the Israeli military continued its offensive in the besieged Gaza Strip, it claimed to have intercepted a missile fired from Yemen, despite Washington's claim that an agreement to halt the devastating war between Israel and Gaza's rulers Hamas was close to the goal line. Following strikes on residences in the Center Nusrat and Burridge neighborhoods, as well as on displaced residents in Khan Yunis in the south, the Civil Defense Organization reported that dozens had died since Saturdays throughout Gaza. Locals reported heavy artillery and fighting, saying a massive operation was underway in the Saudi region west of Rafah in the south. Houthi military spokesman Yahya Sari declared on Sunday that the rebels would undoubtedly come and will be huge in their response to the Israeli aggression against our country. And finally, in the news outside the country, a majority of Democratic delegates endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris on Monday, becoming her the party's nominee for president and breaking a record for the most money raised in a single day. According to an Associated Press poll, Harris has already won the support of far more delegates to the party's national convention than the 1,976 delegates needed to win the nomination in the first round of voting, just one day after President Joe Biden withdrew his bid for re-election and endorsed her to succeed him. One of the most powerful Democratic figures, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, endorsed Harris, and many other elected Democrats quickly gathered round the vice president to support him and their choice for the November election. The 59-year-old former California Senator and Attorney General Kamala Harris took aim at her Republican opponent, Donald Trump, in her first remarks as a presidential candidate. She stated that voters must choose between a country of freedom and compassion and a rule of law, or a country of chaos, fear, and hate. On August 19, the Democratic Party is scheduled to kick off its four-day national convention in Chicago, where it will normally pick its nominee for president. The party intends to hold an online vote by August 7th to choose its presidential nominee. Democrats put more and more pressure on Biden to withdraw from the race after his unimpressive performance in a late June television discussion with former President Trump. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, July 24, 2024. We'll be right back to more for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Albay PIO, and thank you also for pinch hitting yesterday. And on the technical side, Chad Bodies, and of course our Provincial Information Officer, Mary Luduca Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Greg Hallare. By the way, before I go, let me greet our Governor, Greg Hallare. Happy birthday, and may you have many more birthdays to come. Governor Greg Hallare. I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.